Oh man, what's really good though, Family Tree? Let me know if you guys are up in the building with me. I know this is a mad, provocative title. YouTube is really gonna try to shut this one down because it's too much. It's too much. So I'm not too sure if you guys are actually getting notifications to let you guys know that we are live right now. If you are not getting the notifications, please let me know. Let me know. Or if you are, like, yeah, let me know. Like, I need to know whether this show is going to be on and popping, or do I have to restart it? So yeah, Family Tree, hit the like button, show your support, show your love, and all that good stuff right there. Of course. So today's show is called Exposing Kemet Rituals. Okay, so today we're actually gonna unravel, we're gonna deconstruct a lot of, the so-called hidden mysteries. Okay, the hidden secrets, the things that we rarely ever discuss out in public. Okay, and the reason why we hardly ever discuss these things out in public is because of one of my famous favorite sayings is this, right? That which is sacred, you keep secret. That which is sacred, you keep secret, right? All right. You see how my good, Muslim brothers and sisters out there, my good Muslim brothers, and then the women as well, that they keep their women like veiled up, right? Why? Because there's a secret, there's a mystery right there. There is something that will captivate you, so it should not be out in the open for everyone, the profane world, to see. Do not cast your pearls over onto the swines. So we usually keep this, protected at home, in temples and places of study and so forth, right? But today we're actually going to go into some of these things, okay? And we're going to make a very stark distinction of what we're discussing. So normally when you see us come on Titans TV, we generally speak about philosophy, okay? We generally speak about philosophy. Let's see if I can get you a nice definition of what the word philosophy means. Because I've come to realize, attending places like Speaker's Corner, people really understand the words that we're actually saying. Okay, really understand the words that we're saying. So I think it's very important that we actually explain the words that we're saying, and not just take it for granted that people understand what we're talking about. Okay, so philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. Okay, so I'm going to repeat again. Actually, no, I'll do one better than just simply repeating. Let's actually share the screen with you guys so you can see what we are looking at. So it's here, philosophy, right? Philosophy, okay? The study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline, all right? So when we come to Speaker's Corner, we're only speaking from an academic standpoint, okay? Academic standpoint only, okay? There is another one here. It says a theory or attitude that acts as a guiding principle for behavior, all right? A theory or attitude that acts as a guiding principle for behavior, right? And again, when you see us as Speaker's Corner, right, you'll have to admit we're always on the best of behaviors, right? Like our conduct, our character, the way that we conduct ourselves, the way that we are well disciplined, the way that we are controlled, it quite clearly shows that we are practicing something called philosophy. All right, so we're just gonna pound that home to you guys. And when we're talking about Kemetic philosophy, remember Kemet is simply an empire. It's simply a landmass, okay? And in a landmass, in an empire, there are people, and these people, produce amazing studies into the nature of knowledge, the nature of reality, the nature of existence, etc. All right, and that which they produce and that which they encapsulate within inside of literature itself, right? Instead of literature, so books, whatever the case is, yeah, literature itself. These are the things that we read. These are the things that we stimulate our minds with in terms of practical, physical things that we stimulate our mind with. And of course, another element of philosophy is being able to reflect upon existence, right? Reflect upon nature, reflect upon the universe, and hold meditations and postulate, various different ideas, right? This is what we were talking about when we're talking about Kemetic philosophy. But today, all right, today, we're going to branch out from Kemetic philosophy. We're going to go on to the counterpart, the counterpart of philosophy. All right. Let me know if you guys are ready for this. I'm checking the comment section. I will go back into the comment section and actually hear you guys up in a hot second. But the counterpart of philosophy, or the counterpart of dealing with as the cerebral side of things, right, is the physical, material side of things, the practical, the actual works themselves. Okay. So now we're going to go and talk about the actual works. Like now we know the theory behind everything. Okay. Now we know the theory behind everything. How are we going to actually put that into practice? And that's what we're going to discuss. All right. And let me actually put this out there as well. Let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. Let's see if I can do that once more. All right. Once more. All right. So we have that right there. Philosophy. All right. And the whole purpose of our philosophy is this, something called gnosis. All right. Gnosis. Is it got anything better than that? Nope. Okay. So gnosis, knowledge of spiritual mysteries. That's the definition that they give on dictionary. And it literally is coming from the Greek and also from the Latin as well, but from the Greek mainly. It says here, from the Greek, gnosis, knowledge. Okay, knowledge. That's all we talk about. We only speak upon things that we know. Anytime that somebody that claims to be from a Kemetic philosophy, okay, and speaks upon things that they cannot evidence, right? They're not speaking from a Kemetic standpoint, because the foundation of us is gnosis. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. The foundation of us, of our whole philosophy, is gnosis. All right. In Kemet, we had various different names that we used to call each other, or adepts, or initiates, or teachers, or students. We had various different names for ourselves. One of those names, which is kind of where the term philosophy comes from, all right, is the term merrech. Merrech. Let's see if I can actually get it up. I wonder if it actually has something there. Can we actually bring up Kemetic words in Google? And does it come up? Okay, let's see. Merrech. I doubted it. Okay, I doubted it. But quite possibly. Okay. Yeah, I think it might have something here. Okay. So merek literally means, yeah, to love, knowledge, and wisdom. Okay. The word rech is literally knowledge and wisdom. All right. And the word mer, as in Mary, Mary, literally means to love. Okay, to love. So it's the love of knowledge and wisdom. All right. I was really hoping that it might come up. Let's see if we can just quickly do that. Let's quickly see. Nope. Can it come up? Can it come up? Can it come up? Nope. Nah, you know what? I got one better than all of that. I might as well just go to some Egyptian dictionary so you can learn a bit what we're talking about. So let's go here. Mer is the word that we're using, and it means love. Let's see. Let's quickly see something. Okay. So there we go. So we have the term here, Mary, okay, which is to love, right? To love. Love, 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 love. Yeah. Mary, to love. All right. And then we have something else called rech. So we're just going to do a quick, dictionary search so you lot can kind of understand what we're talking about. And right here, okay. And it says here, oh, it's not large enough for you guys to see, really, is it? All right. So we got this word here, which is rech or rechet, okay, which literally means wisdom. All right. Wisdom. Okay. And also our wise men are also called rechis, rech or rechis as well, to be wise. Okay. So lovers of knowledge and wisdom, right? And our, philosophers as well, and our teachers. You might hear it a lot of times when we're around each other, right? What do we call each other? We say Saber. What's good, Saber? What's good? Let's see. Let's see if we can get up some Saber words for you guys to learn from. Oh, that's the reason why. Case sensitive. My apologies, Saber. All right. So saber as well also means like a teacher. All right. A teacher right here. Teacher, teachings and so forth. And, students also called sabers as well, with another pronunciation. So there you go. Pupil is also called a saber. Right. And this is where, like, for example, if you go into the Islamic traditions as well as the Christian traditions, you'll hear them calling us words such as Sabis or Sabians or Sabians. Like, this is where it comes from. The word saber as well is also the root word, or should I say, how can I put it? What's the word? Cognate of the word philosophy. The Sophie at the end, Sofa at the end. is actually the word sober, okay, sober. But because in the Latin or Greek languages, the B or the B now becomes a P, or then it also goes into an F as well. So that's linguistics for you. But anyways, just getting you a nice little overview of what we're discussing today. We're talking about the mystery system. We're going to go into the mystery systems right about now. We've discussed philosophy. You don't know about Kemetic philosophy. You know about certain different terminologies that we refer to each other as. Every single time you see us come on, we talk about saber this, and we also call each other, rechis or other terms as well, just to let you guys know that we are the wise ones. You know what I mean? Is there? Shouts out to my saber like Reggie. Shouts out to my saber like Asar and Hotep. Shouts out to my saber as well, Rich Kid up in the building. All right. Now, quickly, before I actually jump into anything proper, let me just see what you guys are actually saying. All right. Just simply hit us up with any comments. Right. Any comments? Yeah, simply tag Titans TV with some comments and let us know what's good as well. If you're enjoying all the good stuff that we always do on here, just simply tag us. I'm sorry, not tag us. Hit us up with a like button, okay, and show your love and support and let us know that you're here for us. All right. Yeah, Joseph Moses learnt it all. Yeah. According to the biblical myths or stories, yes, indeed, 100%. So now let's go into something. Let me stop sharing my screen. All right. So quite recently, we've been asked quite a lot of time to talk about certain things. So we've been asked to speak about prayers within inside of Kemetic philosophy, right? We've been talked about what do you Kemets, do you pray? Do you pray? Okay, or do you do salat? A lot of our Muslim community always ask these questions, and a few times I've let it slip that we actually do have something. We have a daily ritual that we do practice. Not everybody from the Kemetic philosophy school of thought actually does this. All right. And the reason why not everybody does this is because not everybody is at the level to do these things. Okay. You may hear us speak about this on Speakers Corner videos and other places as well, right? Okay. These rituals tended only to happen within inside of the temple complex. Okay. In ancient Egypt, we had temple complexes. Let's see if we can show you guys the beauty of ancient Egyptian temple complexes. So, for example, let's go for the Karnak temple. All right, amazing, beautiful temple. Let's quickly do this. All right, we've got amazing, beautiful temples. Look at that. Look at that. This is how it would have looked in its heyday back in the day, right? With all the colors and the poles, everything that there, the people just there, like it's just absolutely amazing. For those of you guys who've been there, you've seen these great how can I put it, rows of rams and pharaohs. That is so beautiful, absolutely amazing architecture that you see there, right? This is a nice little how can I put it, a aerial view from like a CGI way of doing things. As soon as you come in, there is a beautiful lake complex there, right, where we do our wubu, okay, which is our ritual purity. We bathe, we immerse ourselves, we wash our skins and so forth. We enter the complex. As you can see, we're greeted by these things. We're greeted by, how can I put this? What's that called now? The pylons and so forth. When we go in and go deeper into the temple system until we do certain things within inside of our temple system, right? So this was really and truly, it was only the priests, okay, just like the Levitical priests were the only ones who were allowed to go into the temple itself. You had to be ritually pure, ritually clean to actually enter into the temple. You had to actually attain a certain amount of knowledge to be able to participate in the temple activities. The temple itself was a place of learning and studying. It was a place that it would be literally a university today. That's really its purpose, to actually learn new information, to pen down new information, to pass on new information, to preserve information. It was also an economic center as well, where monies in terms of resources were stored in these little complexes on the sides as well. There's also places where people would be living. Okay, very, very beautiful thing, right? So Most of our rituals were preserved only for those people who were part of the temple system. But fortunately, for everybody else, okay, that these things would also, of course, they will start with inside of the temple system, but the priests would go out. Okay, they will go out of the temple system, and they would, teach their family members. They would teach, they would teach the common people itself, right? And the common people and their family members will engage in certain rituals on a daily, monthly, weekly, yearly basis, right? So we're going to speak about some of these things that we actually used to do, all right? And one of those things is the salat, okay? The salah, okay? Salah. So I know we might be sounding like we're speaking Arabic right now, but we are actually not speaking Arabic, right? So the word salat or salu, okay, actually comes, you can literally find it within the Semitic languages as well as the Afro-Asiatic languages. You have it in the Aramaic with the Hebrews, they do Salah as well. We have it with the Christians in Syria, in Syriatic or Syriac, they have Salah as well. Okay, of course, other people such as the Muslims and the Arabs, they receive the Salah from the Christians and the Jews, right? It's inside of their literature. They will tell you in a heartbeat to say, yeah, we did receive it from the Christians and the Jews. So the Christians and the Jews were doing this thing prior as well as um, the so-called pagans as well, right? We're also practicing a form of salah, okay, which is like a daily ritual where they would be doing the word salah. Really, the root of it really is to do with bowing, the act of actually bowing yourself, right? Not prostrating yourself, not kneeling, but actually bowing your back, forward, basically. All right. So let's talk about that. We're going to actually speak on those things in a hot second. I want to know what's good with the family first. I always have to check back on you guys, see if you guys are with me. Yeah, buddy. Salam, salam, says Sir Faz. Was good. Zay Beats up in the building. Big up, big up. Papa the Master student says, like lightsaber. No, not like lightsaber. More like Sabah. Sabah. Let's see. How can I put it? Is there anything that's close to Sabah in English? Nope. Sabbatical. Sabbatical, maybe, but no. Yeah, nah. Man, like brother is up in the building. What's good, family? What's good? So we're gonna go into some of these things, right? So right now we're gonna take you away from the temples, right? We're gonna take you away from the temples, and let's see if we got something like this. Let's see, Egyptian. Oh, we have to be ancient Egyptian before they give you something else. Ancient Egyptian home. How can I put it? What would that be? A shrine? Yeah, home shrine. Let's try that. Home shrine. Okay. Ancient Egyptian home shrine. Let's see if that works at all. Okay, so you got like houses and stuff. Nothing really clearly laid out, I don't think, to actually use. But it's always nice to get great visuals, right? Always great to get visuals. I don't think there is any visuals that I can offer you right now. Okay, there is this maybe. I wonder. Mm, oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's say it's not too bad. Okay, as you can see, you have some form of mat here. Look, you can actually see the proper Egyptians. This looks like a Roman person or Greek person that's here. But as you can see, they're doing certain acts of Ooh, let's just show you. Okay, certain positions that they do here, of them actually kneeling down on the floor, prostrating, kissing, and so forth. Right. Some of them are kneeling down, and some of them are bowing over here. That's quite a nice one actually, because it kind of shows you the various different positions that we do actually assume in prayer. Right. There's other things that we do. There's other things that we do as well. Such as offerings and so forth, as you can quite clearly see here. You have incense being burnt, you have food offerings, and you might even have libations and things of that nature. But I don't want to bore you guys with all of this stuff because that's really complex things that's being taught via this imagery right here. All right. But let's actually go into something a bit more simpler, right? So in ancient Egypt, okay, or Kemet itself, there was a long daily ritual that we used to do. Okay, a very long daily ritual that used to happen twice proper a day. All right, so in the morning, we will have a daily ritual. Okay. At dawn or sunrise, there will be a daily ritual. At the sunset, there will be a daily ritual. Middle of the day, there would be a lesser daily ritual. And occasionally, there would also be a nightly ritual, i.e., at midnight. Let me quickly see. Let me see if I can do this for you guys. The 4 points of the sun. Let's see if that works. Let's see if we can do something like that. All right. Nope. Of the day. Mm, 3 points of the day. Let me try 3 points of the day or something like that. 3 points of the day. 3 points of the day. No, no. Okay, maybe not. I know what to do. Salah prayer times. That's the nice one. Times. This is a nice, easy way. Yeah. So I love my Muslims for this year because they're properly on point, right? Properly on point. God give it to them if you don't want to give it to anybody else, right? So we used to have like these different points of the day where we used to actually perform certain rituals inside of the temple. And we'll move out of the temple and with the things that we used to do at home and so forth in a hot second. But at sunrise, we'll perform a particular ritual. All right. At noon, we'll perform a particular ritual. And of course, at sunset, we'll perform a particular ritual, right? And there is also a special one that we would do at midnight as well, right? All right. Actually, let me give you some sources for that. Let me give you some sources for that. Let me read from Chimerion, actually, Chimerion. Okay, and he talks about us doing these things. Okay, it says here they divided the night for the observation of the heavens, sometimes also for the divine ritual, and the daytime for the adoration of the deity, to whom they addressed hymns 3 or 4 times a day, at dawn and evening, and when the sun was in the middle of its course, and when it was to set. The rest of their time they spent in the study of arithmetic and geometry, and they were constantly searching for and discovering something new. In short, their whole lives were devoted to scholarly investigation. All right. So real quickly, these are the different points that we used to perform particular rituals. All right. Now, these rituals, although performed in the temples, came out of the temple and had happened. How can I put it? At homes and in various different places as well. We're going to speak on those things in a hot second. All right. Let me just quickly see how you guys are before I go into some more depth. What's good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Remember, tag me, Titans TV. If you want to get my attention, all you need to do is simply tag Titans TV, or yeah, I accepted it. Yeah, tag Titans TV, or simply hit us up with a super chat, right? These are the two ways that you can definitely get our attention. It highlights everything for us, as you can quite clearly see, highlights for us, and we can read it out, okay? Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to read through all of those comments, right? Okay, so let me go over here, all right? Let me go over here. All right, so our rituals, okay, our daily rituals that we did practice, okay, were called kesu. Okay, this is one of the names. There's various different names for it as well, but kesu is definitely one of the names, and it literally comes from the word to bow. Okay, again, comes from the word to bow, just like salah really comes from the word to bow, but it also means like prayer or daily rituals. Okay, all right. Inside of these daily rituals, we will do certain things as hatepu, which is offerings. We'll give offerings, all right? We'll also do purifications, which actually let me just go in actual order. It starts off really and truly with wubu, okay? Wubu, which is kind of like saying wudu, isn't it? Like it's very much similar, all right? But wudu is literally to do with purity and cleanliness, right? So before we started any ritual at all, we would actually wash our hands, we will wash our face, we wash our feet, etc. This is what we do, and that's on like a very basic level. Otherwise, we'll do a full wudu, okay, which is an immersion into the lake. Okay, remember earlier on we showed you the lake that was at the temple. Okay, but at home we do these ritual baths. Okay, which is like a form of baptism itself to purify us, to cleanse us, to rejuvenate us, to renew us all right, and to be psychologically ready for what we're about to do and to tune ourselves as well. All right. Then another thing we do is something called hetep or hatepu, which is literally to give offerings. All right. And then something else that we do is called dua. Okay, dua. All right. And I know my Muslim's going to be like, "But fam, I swear we do dua." And I'm like, "Are you sure you're not just stealing from us?" I'm like, "Nah, G, we don't have any time to actually steal from anybody else. This is something that we do, right? You could even see, look, dua right here, right? Dua right here, praise, worship, adoration. You can see this various different poses, as you see our good Muslim brothers doing nowadays, right? Having your arms lifted up. But fortunately for us, this was penned down over 4,000, no, 5,000, over 5,000 years ago. This was penned down for us, right? So we don't need to copy anybody. We literally had it long time ago, all right? So dua, praise, and so forth, right? It also means to call out, to supplicate, um, and other things as well, right? So these are the things that we actually do. Dua. All right, let me quickly carry on. And then we got something called nikah, which is meditation. Yeah, meditation, but there's something else as well. There's something called zikr, okay, or zikr, which literally means contemplation or remembrance of something. All right, let's just quickly do that. Zikr, which is oh, what am I doing? Sorry, my bad. Um, yeah, reminder. Okay, so reminder, memorandum, and so forth. Right, literally means remembrance. There we go. Yeah, literally means to remember something or just to cause things to be in remembrance, right? So we usually hold the meditation. We do this sikar of invoking certain things either out loud or inwardly, and we cause to remember the deity and so forth, right? Or we also do it for the ancestors as well. We also sit in remembrance and meditation over the ancestors as well. That's something else, okay? But yeah, zikr or sikar, okay, right there. These are the things that we do, right? Another thing that we do as well is called Shems. Shems, as in Shamsi, man, like Shamsiodin, okay? And it kind of comes from the word for the sun or to follow the path of the sun, all right? And the following is the act of actually once you've done all these things, you now put these things into action, all right? You now put these things into action. All right. So, and just to give you a quick overview of the things that we do, okay, in our prayer system, we literally have like, the acts of adoration. Let's see if I can do this real quickly, just so you lot can see. All right. So we do certain things like this in dua, which is doing like an act of